When all cats old enough to catch their own prey gather here beneath the high rock for a clan meeting.
Mew, I'm Simon.
And I'm Evelyn.
And I am KK.
And today we're going to be discussing Outcast, chapters 8 and 9.
We think. Last time we ended up doing an extra one, so we'll see.
Yeah. Obviously here we have a special guest.
Our friend KK.
Hello. Again.
Yes.
Yes.
And you have never heard an episode of Miouooo, is that right?
I have never heard an episode of this. I have read a lot of these books, but that was years ago, so yeah. This is going to be interesting.
I think that makes you very well qualified for the show.
Fair. Yeah, all the hours spent, what's it called? LARPing warriors in the forest with like 4 or 5 other friends.
Yeah.
Uniquely qualified.
Our spoiler policy is that spoilers are fun. Yeah, we didn't want to be restricted to trying to keep spoilers, and then also like the other Warriors podcasts, like they don't do spoilers, so or at least some of them. There's actually not very many, so. Follow up from last week? Or not last week, we literally just recorded yesterday. But,
but yeah, we forgot to do the favorite and least favorite parts of the episode.
Yeah, that's usually at the end of every episode we talk about like what our favorite part was and what our least favorite part was, but we forgot. So, now I'm trying to remember.
I like the fight between Ashford and Lionpaw. Like I actually liked that part.
Yeah, that was interesting to read. My least favorite part. I honestly don't remember it enough, even though
my least favorite part was Barry Nose. He needs to go away.
Yeah,
I cannot stand Barry Nose. We
also did not like how they basically repeated the same conversation, but with 2 different cats.
Yeah. Like Hollypaw had a conversation with Brooke, and then the next chapter, Lionpaw and Stormfur.
And Stormfur, yeah. So the thing that we have for our fandom news section, this video actually came out a while ago, on April 13th, 2021. But I guess every time we recorded we had another thing for fandom news, so we didn't talk about it.
The video is called A Deep Dive into the Pawedcats Fandom.
By YouTuber Izzy's. And I think, I actually just was on YouTube, and I guess the algorithm recommended this video to me. I had never watched a video by her before.
I think if you search Pawedcats, this is one of the videos that comes up first.
Yeah.
It's also super popular for being released on April 13th. It's almost 1 million views. Well, closer to than not.
Yeah. I know. So I watched it, I guess, in April. And I thought it was a really good video. Explained, what the books were. Explained stuff about the fandom that, I had no idea the history of. It's an hour long. And definitely highly recommend it, even for somebody who knows about Warriors.
Yeah. Especially for someone who knows about Warriors.
I mean, actually, yeah. Well, because it's been so long since we watched it, I don't know if I really have anything else to say about it. But,
yeah, I don't remember it. It was good, though.
Yeah. Link in description. KK, would you like to do the honors of reading the quote of the week?
I would love to. Warriors quote of the week, and I quote, "Do you think this will appeal to Mousefur? Purdy to Dovepaw in reference to a muddy-looking mouse. Night Whispers, Chapter 16. Okay.
I just love the phrasing of that.
Do you think this will appeal to Mousefur?
She's eating her own fur.
Yeah. Yuck.
Oh.
Her own muddy fur.
Right? Purdy is an interesting one.
Yeah. I was traveling recently and I saw a creek called Purdy Creek and a road called the Purdy Town Turnpike. That's very special.
Yeah, I bet it was a very Purdy creek,
I couldn't actually really see the creek. I couldn't stop there, so.
So Purdy,
Very pretty.
I think that happened just after Longtail died, so Mousefur was depressed.
Say again? Who was depressed?
Mousefur was depressed because Longtail died.
Oh, fair.
And I guess Purdy was trying to cheer Mousefur up with the good piece of prey, but maybe it's like winter or something. There's not a lot of prey. I don't know.
There's only a muddy-looking mouse.
Well, you could wash it in the snow or something. I don't know.
You could wash it.
It would just get cold.
Purdy could lick off the mud.
Ew.
They already kind of do that with their own fur.
They
so.
do. This is true.
Should we move on to chapter 8?
Sounds good.
Do you want to read the summary?
Sure. Is that the summary right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 8. Right underneath it. Chapter 8. A lot of meowing. Everyone wanted to know what Knight and Talon wanted to say, but first Jay Feather had a vision that was very long and detailed, which explained what Knight and Talon wanted.
Great summary.
Very to the point, very succinct.
Today I just realized that on the wiki there's actually summaries already for each of the chapters.
So basically, my job is being taken over.
Yeah, you're gonna need a new job. Maybe you can, I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot to do, actually.
I'm not volunteering to do any editing.
That's kind of most of the work.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like the summaries in here are very, dry and just, to the point about what actually happened. And your summaries are, actually funny.
And also don't explain what happened in the chapter.
Yeah. For comparison,
can you read this one?
The wiki, chapter 8, summary says, bullet point, J-Paw's point of view. Bullet point, Talon and Knight of the tribe come to ThunderClan to ask Brook and Stormfur to return to the tribe and help fight off the rogues attacking the tribe. Bullet point. J-Paw unintentionally sees inside Brook's mind. Bullet point. He witnesses Stormfur and Brook being exiled from the tribe for causing so much bloodshed with their battle strategy.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and I have to say I prefer the other one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
When you were reading that second bullet point, I was really struck by how often the word tribe is there.
Talon and Knight of the tribe come to ThunderClan to ask Brook and Stormfur to return to the tribe and help fight off the rogues attacking the tribe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Chapter 8.
Wait, chapter 8. So usually how we do this is we've made notes, but if there's important plot stuff that's happening that we didn't have notes on, then we say what's happening.
Fair.
So it starts off just where we left off last chapter, where Knight and Talon
are coming into the camp.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's J-Paw, so he doesn't know that they're coming until he hears them.
Right.
Oh, so I guess Leafpool doesn't hear what's going on, but J-Paw does, and J-Paw's Leafpool wouldn't notice a whole herd of badgers trampling through the stone hollow. Remember when that actually happened?
No.
And I think she would notice it because she was there, and I remember that she noticed it.
Yeah, that's true.
Then we have Gray Stripe is not another paw step until you tell us what you're doing on our territory, which I thought was kind of presumptuous of him, because I think Firestar is right there too.
True.
I don't know why you didn't let your leader speak.
And they're not looking hostile, they're not attacking.
It's just 2 cats.
But Gray Stripes never met them because he didn't go over the mountains.
Oh yeah, he got kidnapped.
But wait, aren't Brook and Stormfur in the group of people? Wouldn't they recognize them right off the bat? Or were they I don't know, somewhere else?
I think down there it says it looks like Stormfur and Brook are just coming in there. So I guess they weren't there.
And did no one else meet any of the other people from the tribe?
Well, after later they recognize them. They start to recognize them, but at first they don't know.
I feel like they would they should be able to recognize the tribe scent at least.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah. But J-Paw shouldn't be able to. But he says the scent.
Oh yeah.
But it says the scent was strong, but with a bitter tinge that seemed familiar, though he couldn't remember where he had smelled it before.
Was he only a kid when he went over the last time or something?
He wasn't even born.
He wasn't even born. That would explain it.
Oh, no wonder he doesn't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, why would he have any memory of a bitter smell?
I don't know if he, like, if it was in a dream, maybe, or if, like, from Brooke. I don't know.
Or maybe it's because they used to be part of the tribe. They're descended from the tribe.
Maybe
Oh, is
so.
that how they have all, like, their special powers?
Yeah, so I know what happened is, like, at first there were cats around the lake, and then they went to the mountains, and then a lot of them went to the forest and started the clans,
Huh.
and then they went back to the lake.
Oh, so it was like a full circle.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and then they go to the mountains all the time, also.
Does it ever say why they left the lake initially?
They voted to leave.
Why?
Because
They made
there
up
were, like, some annoying things happening, I guess. I don't know.
It was still a perfectly fine home.
Okay.
And, like, the mountains are, like, obviously way worse.
They're so
Yeah,
dangerous.
you would think, but you know,
Yeah.
grass is always greener on the mountain, I guess.
There's no grass there.
So he somehow is able to sense that they need something from ThunderClan. I guess because of his magical powers.
Yeah, that's right. And then Stormfur and Brooke come in. They're like, Talon, Knight, what are you doing here?
Hmm.
And Cloudtail's like, you mean you know these cats?
Like, obviously that's what it means.
No, I just know these cats
Yeah.
by name, but like I actually have no idea who they are. But I can know
Cloudtail
them.
should know who they are, too.
You would think.
Yeah, Cloudtail was there.
Talon of Swooping Eagle, isn't it? And Night of No Stars.
Hmm.
I forgot how odd the tribal names are.
Yeah.
You know what they feel like? They feel like the equivalent of like Yoda speak in this.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Like, Talon of Swooping Eagle you are.
Mhm. So I feel like as far as tribe names go, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night of No Stars sounds like, it would be like very black pelt.
Mm-hmm.
But really, if you can't see the stars, it's probably because it's cloudy. So maybe night is gray, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Or just fluffy white because it's, Night of No Stars. If there's no stars, maybe it's not night, maybe it's day.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, maybe it's not night at all.
Yeah.
And her name is a lie.
Imposter.
So Firestar is the one who remembered their full names. And then
Oh yeah.
Night says, "That's right," in a quiet, accented voice. So, supposedly these cats are from England, so they'd have, like, an English accent. And then the mountains are, like, they don't really exist. But,
Yeah, because there aren't mountains like that in southern England.
but what accent do you think they have?
I don't feel like I know enough about, like, what the different accents are. But I know there's, like, a lot.
Wait, so you were saying that ThunderClan would be an English accent and then the tribe would be a different accent?
I guess, like, a different type of English.
I would say
Or
maybe
Scottish?
I
Who
was
knows?
gonna say maybe Scottish, because Scottish is where you have the Highlands and stuff like that. So maybe they're
Maybe Wind
from
Clan, though.
Scotland. True, but beggars can't be choosers.
I mean,
The only mountains in England are generally in Scotland. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
If you're
I guess
just
there's,
gonna
like-
make up like a mountain, then really, what do they expect?
Wait, are they in England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I never knew that.
Like, they're definitely in England. And I think the most canon is that they're, like, somewhere in southern England. Like, a certain area.
Because they they can go to the coast as well because of
Yeah.
midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight, the geriatric badger by the sea?
Then
Question mark? Okay. I guess.
I guess, I don't know, is it maybe Kate Carey? One of the authors, I think, thinks that they're in, like, Scotland. Or, like, in her mind, that's where they are.
See, Scotland would make more sense to me then.
It does in terms of the terrain, for sure. Yeah.
Because also there's so many lakes in Scotland.
Oh.
So many. Well, lochs. But
Mm.
so many.
Yeah.
So many.
I always struggle to imagine them with a non-American accent, though.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like all the voices in my head, I guess, are default American accent.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, and then I guess some of the other cats are recognizing them finally.
Brooke and Stormford don't seem too pleased to be seeing them here.
No.
Stormford looks like he's got a bit of crow food under his nose. It's like carrion?
Yeah.
Huh. I think that would be vulture food. But I don't know.
I don't even know what crows eat.
I don't know what crows eat either.
They eat all the corn.
Yeah, they eat like nuts and seeds, and I bet you they probably eat some meat here and there.
Yeah.
If they find
something.
Are there even vultures in England? I don't even know.
I think there are, but they're just like a different species to the ones here, I'm pretty sure. They're called buzzards there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love that word.
Buzzards.
I guess we're about to talk about it soon, but I really can't get over about how they were just kicked out of the tribe like that.
Right. I mean, why would you be kicked out of the tribe for battle strategies? Because if you come up with battle strategies and they're considered quote-unquote too bloody, then don't go through with the strategy.
Yeah, like Stormford didn't make you do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Stoneteller could have just said no.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Or okay, good effort, but someone else come up with a less bloody plan or something.
Plan that actually works.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then kick 2 people out and then come crawling back however many years later, whatever.
Yeah.
We actually need your help. We're too small now. J-Paw. Is he having a flashback now or a vision?
Oh yeah, so I guess he gets sucked into Brooke's memories.
Yeah.
Or just the memories of what happened.
Right. So, in my opinion, this memory was probably fine to read the first time, but rereading it was boring, and I didn't like it. It's really long.
Because you already knew what happened?
The whole reason to read this part is to find out what happens, but not to enjoy it.
And this is finding out what happened when they were kicked out? Or...
Yeah, why they were kicked out.
Interesting.
So, throughout this chapter I noticed, the ThunderClan cats keep referring to, Talon and Knight as intruders, but why not just call them visitors? Why do you have to be so hostile?
That's very true.
I mean, if they were really intruders, you should just kick them out.
Or, take them captive or hostage or whatever.
Yeah, they weren't they were just coming to visit. They weren't sneaking in or anything.
Yeah, that's my question. How do these clans tell the difference between someone who's just coming in peace to, converse with the clan leader or someone who's, mounting an attack? Because it didn't seem like you said, they didn't try to creep in the middle of the night under cover of darkness. They kind of just, walked up to the entrance and were immediately they're trying to attack. It's a sneak attack. Da-da-da-da-da. And then they were okay.
Yeah.
2 people. Or 2 cats.
I guess I think they don't distinguish and they just treat everybody with hostility.
It's a really bad policy. Bite now, ask questions later.
Bite now. So yeah, J-Paw's in the cave where the tribe lives. They're talking about the cats who are there and who won't leave the mountains.
They're stealing prey, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
they're
just hunting in their territory or something.
They don't really have... They don't, mark their territory, the tribe, so...
Oh, then that's your first problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's what Stormford would say.
Yeah.
You gotta pee on the rocks, come on. This is Marking 101. Setting boundaries. All cats do it. So this is the Tribe of Endless Hunt. Oh, the Tribe of Endless Hunting, which is their version of
StarClan.
The StarClan, yeah.
So the Stoneteller's Tribe of Endless Hunting has shown me nothing about this, he protested. Because Stormford is talking about, we've got to do something. I feel like the Tribe of Endless Hunting is probably even more useless than StarClan.
It kind of sounds like it.
I can't think of a single example of them actually helping.
Being useful, yeah.
I mean, they gave the one prophecy, about the silver cat. But that wasn't
being the silver cat.
Feathertail.
Feathertail, yeah. Oh. But the tribe was so incompetent that they thought that Gray Cat Stormford was the silver cat. And the silver cat Feathertail was not the silver cat.
Okay, well...
So that one wasn't really helpful because it didn't help.
Honestly, maybe the tribe of endless hunting is like, nah, we have tried,
It's
and
a
they're
lost
just
cause.
Yeah. There's no point.
So there's the anti-assimilates and the people who want to make the cats who are stealing their prey go away.
Yeah, there's some division within the tribe about, like, should we listen to Stormfur, who knows about clans, or not?
And this is when they were still a part of the tribe and hadn't been exiled yet, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, so this problem happened, so they had already been getting attacked by these rogue cats.
Yeah, or at least, I don't know if they were ever attacked at this point, but, like, at least they were,
They're having problems with them already. And so then they're trying to come up with a solution, and people don't like the solution. They deem it to, the Brook and Stormfur solution, they deem to something.
I don't know, because, like, what's the other solution? Nobody else is offering anything else.
Exactly. And so then why does that end up in exiling two of what seems like your pretty competent, good in their prime warrior fighter, like, people for your tribe while you are having active problems.
And, like, you need people.
Right, with keeping out other cats, and you need just more bodies to, like, protect the tribe. And I don't understand that logic.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
I mean, what else are you going to do? Like, if you're not going to attack them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the best thing you can do if you don't want to attack is then just do defense. But you can't do defense if you don't have enough cats to defend your territory.
Yeah.
So, okay. But, moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, and all the cats of the tribe are, like, arguing, and the whole cave was filled with caterwauling.
Love that word.
I just like that, and I also like imagining a bunch of cats in a cave in a mountain caterwauling.
Just yowling at each other.
Yeah.
Oh, there must be a lot of coyotes on that mountain. Nope, it's just cats.
Just a cave full of cats.
Yeah. Imagine if you're, like, hiking in the mountains and you find this cool waterfall and you see that there's a cave behind it and you go in and there's, like, 20 cats meowing.
That would either be hell or heaven.
Yeah.
Because they'd either all be like, attack the intruder, or they'd all be like, oh, look, someone to pet us.
Aww.
Also, I can't imagine that a cave behind a waterfall would be any sort of dry and comfortable. It feels like it would be damp.
Yeah.
There's probably big spiders.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like algae and like, I don't know. Can't be good for your lungs.
Maybe it goes back pretty far. I don't know. I know there's, like, Stoneteller has, like, there's, like, the room of the pointed stones or whatever.
Yeah, the cave of pointed stones. And
so there's, like, another room.
Stalactites
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Which means it's pretty wet in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's puddles on the floor, too, where he sees the visions.
Oh, yeah. So it is wet. It's a wet cave.
That really, like, I don't think I really realized that it was wet before, but what a horrible place to live.
I know, right?
Like, they're cats, too.
I feel like you would just start growing, like, mold or algae in your fur or something.
Ugh.
Like, almost like a
Yeah.
sloth. Like, you just can't clean it out quickly enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that the only cave, or is there another cave that's, like, not behind the waterfall?
For the tribe on... What are they called? What's the tribe's
Tribe of
name?
Rushing Water.
Tribe of Rushing Water.
I don't know of any other cave.
Right, it sounds like they found that one and only cave and then named their tribe after it, so...
I wonder how far up or down the mountain they are, because if there's a waterfall, like, it can't be, like, at the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
I always imagine them being pretty high up, but now that I'm thinking about it...
I would say it might be in, like, the top 2/3 of it or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Where the bold spot is.
Where the bold spot is?
Oh,
On our mountain,
Oh, yeah.
Except it's a very different type of mountain.
And there's no, like... There's a little water, but there's barely any water up there.
Are you leaving now, or do you want to stay for the rest of this chapter?
How long is the chapter left?
It's the rest of the vision.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Forever.
Ew.
Damn.
Why it was so boring.
I'll go in for a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah. See, I see what you mean by this vision just being kind of lengthy and not in a great way. Like, I do feel like they probably could have consolidated this vision a touch. It's like, what, 5-6 pages of vision?
Yeah.
We already had, like, a fighting scene with the intruder cats.
In the prologue, yeah. That really just seems redundant at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So then, yeah, Stoneteller finally gets to speak, and he explains his plan, which is to have one battle, and then they're going to be scared off.
Which is a pretty solid plan. Because if you have forces that are, like, fresh and rested and aren't sick or injured, and you're able to do, like, one battle, kind of set your boundaries, quite literally, and then, like, they'll leave you be, rather than doing this, like, dance and, like, oh, now we have to fight them a little bit here and there, and, like, spreading yourself thin, but, like, I don't know. Yeah,
and then, like, I don't know how many cats there are, like, in the newcomer group, but I can't imagine it's as many as the tribe cats.
Right. I think the tribe is not very well trained is the problem.
Yeah.
They don't know how to fight. They've never had to fight before.
Well, that seems like an oversight on their part.
It does.
Okay, so most of the cats, some of them disagree with Stoneteller that would be a good idea. But eventually they decide to do it anyway. And then they do the battle, and they lose. And they run away.
Yeah, they, like, totally lose.
Yeah.
So do they have to give up their space behind the waterfall?
No, so that didn't happen, but, like, the other cats just kind of stayed and, like, were still there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, slit its belly open. How nice.
Yeah, J-Paw's, like, slit its belly open in his vision.
He's, like, backseat driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or, like, watching a movie and, like, telling the characters what to do.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie where you're telling the person, like, run away, don't go into the dark basement, like, don't split up.
I don't... Maybe it says, and, like, I wasn't reading closely, but I'm not sure how many of the tribe cats die, but some of them die.
Yeah, Jag
so they did
died,
lose some.
and I think more than one cat died.
Yeah. They were really, really lost.
Imagine cats, like, actually dying.
From, like, battle wounds.
They get in a battle and they just die.
Well, yeah, if you can get something infected.
But, like, even if you're so badly wounded that you just, like, bleed out.
Yeah.
Vicious cat.
Well, I mean, if you go for the throat, puncture a jugular,
yeah.
Toast.
All the tribe cats are fleeing, and then the other cats are, like, making fun of them. And one of them is, like, rabbits. She's, like, yelling at them, calling them rabbits. I guess because they're running away.
Well, I think that's a pretty accurate insult there. Rabbits do run away.
Yeah, that's
They do run away from cats, too.
This is true.
Stoneteller is like, no, stop, stay and fight. Like, he's really proving his, like, dedication to the tribe.
Right.
Like, risking his life.
Yeah.
And their response to that is, get the fuck out. That's not cool.
Yeah.
And Stoneteller, at the end, he's kind of being a little dumb because he's the only one trying to fight.
He's definitely gonna die then.
Yeah.
But then he runs away also.
Yeah.
And then instead of ending the vision, J-Paw continues the vision.
So he's back in the cave, and it says, J-Paw couldn't see one of them who didn't bear wounds from the battle. Like, they all got wounded.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
Oh, so Jag died. And who's yelling at Stoneteller? Oh, Stoneteller.
Their names look really similar,
They
actually.
do.
Yeah, he's being very unreasonable. It does say he flicked his tail flicked once toward the bodies lying on the cave floor. So, I guess multiple cats did die, yeah.
I don't get why Stoneteller decided to go along with the plan if he thought it was a bad plan.
I agree. And then just put the blame all on Stormfur when part of the blame is on him. Because he easily could have put his foot down and not, like, moved forward with that plan.
Yeah.
And now he's being like, there's no place for you, or there's no place here for the ways of the clans. Which, it seems like if y'all had been doing the ways of the clans in terms of, like, teaching yourself how to fight and, like, border patrolling and stuff, then y'all would have been much better off to handle a bunch of rogue cats.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I feel like how I interpret him saying, like, there's no place here for the ways of the clan is, like, he's really saying, there's no place here for common sense. Because, like, so much of the clan stuff is just, like, common sense for how a group of cats would be.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, training to fight. Like, you're really just not going to train how to fight. Or, like, and you're not going to put down border markers. Like,
yeah. No, that's... It almost seems like the tribe of Rushing Water is younger than the clans, but if they're technically older.
Yeah.
If it went from the lake to the mountains, then to where the clans were before they went back to the lake, they're older than the clans, but they work less well? Like, what?
Yeah, they're just a mess.
Honestly.
So then they're getting kicked out. Stormfur is going to be kicked out. And Brooke decides to go with him.
Did they ever have kids together? Brooke and
maybe later when they go back to the tribe?
Yeah, I think Brooke has kids.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Brooke's defending Stormfur, trying to say, like, can't you see that the tribe needs Stormfur?
Yeah.
Obviously not.
But no.
The knight is like, I can see that you need Stormfur.
Oh, sick burn, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh yeah, Stormfur plays the Feathertail card.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Why did Feathertail die again?
Sharptooth, the mountain lion.
Yeah.
Forgot about him.
Can't believe they killed an actual mountain lion.
It's crazy.
That's not. You can't just do that.
How did it happen again? Like something.
She like jumped on a stalagmite.
Okay, and it like
broke
broke
off.
off.
Fell.
Yeah,
and pierced.
It stabbed him. Like as like.
Wow.
I think it would just break.
But like, how do you break a stalactite?
By jumping on it.
Okay. But how? It's pointing down from the ceiling.
I think there's a ledge.
She was like up there on the ledge, and then like whee, and
then she somehow also died. I don't remember how.
Interesting. The physics in that one are interesting, very interesting. But yeah, now they're just kind of bickering back and forth because the tribe of Rushing Water is mad at Stormfur, and Stormfur is mad at them because his sister sacrificed herself for them.
Yeah.
And
now they're like, doesn't think that he matters to the tribe.
Yeah, which, I mean, to be fair, they're kind of treating him like he doesn't matter to the tribe.
Yeah. Stoneteller's like, Brooke, if you leave now, you leave forever. But that's not even true.
I know, right?
Because he changes his mind.
Months later, they actually leave.
He says that Brooke and Stormfur are dead to the tribe.
Yeah.
Some harsh words.
Yeah.
Shame, shame, shame. With that ending of Chapter 8, and all of the 6 pages of flashback, yeah, it's a lot to chew on.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you.
My pleasure. It was very fun, very interesting, entertaining. And yeah, if I get the chance, I'll absolutely try to join you again if I can.
Yeah. Maybe if we somehow, like, eventually figure out how to have somebody call in and not all of us just sit here in the same location.
Sounds good. Okay, well.
Bye.
Goodbye, listeners, and goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, KK.
It's later in the same day.
And in the book, it is also later in the same day, technically.
Technically it is, because time moves forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in the background, you will not hear, but we will hear, Missy chewing on kibbles. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
You might hear some frogs in the background. I don't know. They're pretty loud right now. And we turned off the ceiling fan, so you're welcome. We're really suffering for our listeners.
Well, I wasn't suffering because it was cooler.
Yeah, okay.
Read the summary for Chapter 9.
Knight and Talon ask Brook and Stormfur to return to the tribe to help. How dare. They agree to go, and Brambleclaw and Squilful go too. But J-Paw wonders if they would ever let an apprentice join.
That's the last line in the chapter, you see.
Oh, I see. Are we reading the other description too?
Yes! J-Paw's point of view. Stormfur reveals his banishment and the situation of the tribe to ThunderClan. Brambleclaw and Squirrelfoot volunteer to go help the tribe, and are given Firestar's permission. J-Paw finds that he wants to go on the journey too.
He finds that? I thought he already wanted to go.
Well, I don't know.
Anyways, so the chapter starts with J-Paw coming out of his vision.
And so, was he, like, lying down? Did he, like, collapse? Or was he just, like...
Yeah, because it says he lurched on his... Well, he lurched on his paws, so maybe he was standing up.
Confused at a sudden return to blindness and the sense and sounds of the stone hollow. So, we don't know. I think he was just gone for a few seconds.
Yeah. He was gone for a few seconds in everybody else's time, but he experienced, like, a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh. So then, J-Paw knows the whole story, and they were going to... Oh, and he was gonna explain it to his siblings, but luckily he didn't. Telling the story of his experience would have taken until Moon High. And I sure don't need to hear it again. Like, imagine if they wrote in the part where he told...
That would be hilarious if they just copied and pasted the last 6 pages.
Yeah.
But wait, you had a note before that too.
Where? Oh, could I have found a way into our memories? Oh, yeah.
That's obviously what happened.
That's what happened!
I guess so. Apparently that was the first time he had done that. Like, he's had dreams. Like, he could walk into people's dreams before, but not, just, like, into their memories when everybody was awake.
Right, so that happened with Brooke, but does it ever happen with anyone else?
I think so. Like, I feel like that still happens, yeah.
So everyone's there, Firestar's there.
And the tribe cats are like, we've come to ask Stormfur and Brook to return to the mountains, because we need them. And Stormfur is outraged.
And then Stormfur starts explaining, like, the whole story that J-Paw just saw.
Yeah.
And here again, I was thinking, oh, another great opportunity to repeat the entire thing.
But it says J-Paw didn't bother to listen, because he had lived through it all.
Yeah, he already knows what happened.
Yeah. I also love how Stormfur says, how dare you come here and ask that? As far as the tribe is concerned, Brook and I are dead. I really love that.
Yeah, and they keep saying, or Stormfur at least keeps saying, like, how he was called dead.
Yeah.
But, like...
Is that what Stoneteller said, though?
Stoneteller said, like, I'm gonna tell the tribe of Endless Hunting that you guys are dead to us.
Okay, yeah, that is what he said then.
But that doesn't mean that they're actually dead, because they're clearly alive.
Yeah, he's just pretending. It's just make-believe.
Play dead.
And then more people come back, and they're like, we sent in intruders, again with the intruders thing.
Yeah, like, where are the intruders? The intruders are here. Like, stop calling them intruders.
Yeah, they're right there in front of you.
It's honestly pretty
Kinda
rude
rude
to keep calling them intruders.
Yeah. Squirrelflight is really happy to see them, though.
She misses the good old times.
Yeah. Then Stormfur begins to tell the story of, like, what happened and why they're not in the tribe anymore. Even though I thought we had already moved past that point because J-Paw was like, J-Paw didn't bother to listen.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess we have to sort of hear it again.
Oh, well. And so the newcomers, intruders for the tribe, they took prey from the tribe, it says.
Yeah, I was wondering, did they take prey that the tribe wanted to catch, or did they take already caught prey? Like, did they literally steal their fresh kill?
I think they might have actually stolen their fresh kill.
That's really rude. Like, don't do that, guys.
Yeah. Like, I understand needing to eat, but, like, hunt for yourself.
Yeah, for real. The tribe didn't, like, know what to do.
Yeah, they've never had a problem like this before.
Yeah. Because, like, why would anybody want to go there?
Yeah, jeez. Guess it's not as bad of a place as we thought. And Stormford continues the story saying how, cats were killed in the battle. It kind of gets on my nerve. He says, like, Jag was one of them. And then it's, like, all about how Jag died. But the other cats are just overlooked. This has happened before in Warriors where, like, one cat is more important, like, and the other cats just died, but no one cares.
Hashtag remembering Rosetail.
Right?
Yeah.
It's Rosetail all over again.
I don't even remember who Jag is, but, like, there's other cats. Yeah. I love the phrase that Stormford doesn't use this phrase, but it says, Stoneteller blamed me for the deaths. Stormford's voice sounded bitter as deathberries. I love that phrase.
Bitter as deathberries. I don't know what deathberries taste like because I've never eaten one.
I don't know if they're based upon a real berry or what.
I think they're supposed to be yew berries.
Oh. I've never had a yew berry. I didn't even know there were yew berries.
I mean, I guess. Ugh.
So Talon is like, what else could Stoneteller do? Cats were dead. Something had to be done.
This is not good logic.
No, it's not. That's called a sunk cost fallacy, maybe?
I don't know what it's called. It's called something.
It's called being dumb. Like, something did not have to be done.
Nothing had to be done. And especially not kicking out the people trying to help.
Yeah. And again, Brooke is like, he told us we were dead.
Yeah, like, you can't just like, okay, we need the zombies now because we need some help.
Yeah. But later on we learned that that's not actually what happened. Stoneteller wasn't like that. Stoneteller's still, like, they're still dead in Stoneteller's mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Stoneteller never wanted them to come back.
No. There's a long paragraph here. Is there anything interesting? Whatever.
J-Paw keeps trying to, like, go back into Brooke's memories. Little intrusive, if you ask me.
Yeah. Mind your own memories. So then Talon is like, Stoneteller was wrong. Like, we still need your help. The other cats are stealing all our prey, and the tribe is dying of hunger. It's like, well, yeah, after the battle, you just, like, didn't really do anything else to make them go away? Except for, like, asking them nicely.
Because they didn't have any other way to get rid of them.
I guess.
I mean...
they seem so incompetent.
Yeah. But what are you supposed to do? Like, you can't fight them off because you're not good enough.
I don't understand why they're not good enough. Like, they're regular old cats, you know? Like, they live a harsh life. They're not kitty pets. These other rogues, strong. They're just regular old cats, too.
They're all really cute cats. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. And then Talon brings up how he was also banished, just like Stormford, when he failed to kill a Sharptooth.
So this is, like, exactly the same scenario? Like, the cat who tries to help gets banished?
And the cat who does not succeed, but, like, didn't really do anything wrong, just, like, wasn't good enough.
Yeah, wow.
This is a cult, yeah.
I mean...
to reiterate that.
I think there's some real problems with the tribe. They're doing all sorts of bad things. They were, like, trying to hold Stormford hostage when they thought he was going to kill Sharptooth.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's that whole thing. And then...
They've been horrible to these cats.
It's all because you have to do what Stoneteller says, and Stoneteller doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. my god. And I feel like we complain all the time about how the clans are so stupid. And, like, they should all join together and, not fight all the time. But they don't seem that stupid compared to the tribe.
Yeah.
Oh, and Talon is brother of Brooke. And their siblings.
Right. And Talon misses Brooke.
Yeah.
And Knight is Brooke's friend. And it turns out that Stoneteller didn't tell them to come get help.
Yeah.
They just did it.
Did they just leave unannounced? I don't know.
I guess.
Anyways, after 5 seconds of deliberation, Brooke decides to go back.
She seriously just... she was like, they called us dead! Let's go back!
Yeah. Or at least he says, I will go back. And then she's like to Stormfur, you don't have to go back, you're not a tribe cat.
And of course
Stormfur's like, wherever you go, so do I.
And then, but he's not going to forgive Stoneteller.
For killing me.
Killing me in the eyes of the tribe. Wow, it really is a cult. Just because Stoneteller says they're dead, they're dead. They're clearly not dead.
It's like, who selected the Stoneteller?
I think Stoneteller was chosen as a very teensy kid and then trained all their life until the Stoneteller dies.
Well, whoever selected the Stoneteller maybe should have waited a bit longer. Also, this current Stoneteller doesn't choose his successor until he's almost dead.
A big fail.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
So then Brambleclaw and Squirrelflight are also gonna go.
Yeah. And Firestar's like, yes, you may. And then we get the ending sentence. But even if ThunderClan warriors were traveling to the mountains, would they ever let an apprentice join them? Yes.
The answer is yes. The next chapter, it's so, such a... They don't even question it.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the next chapter, also.
Yeah, we're doing another 3-chapter episode. Maybe we're just going to do that for the rest of this book. I don't know.
It's because the chapters have nothing in them.
Yeah. Remember how there was a chapter in the first book where we just did 1 chapter that whole episode?
It was amazing. There was so much to talk about. Wow!
Okay.
Chapter 10.
Oh, also, I wanted to say, pretty much all the chapters have ended with something like this last sentence.
Yeah.
Wishing to go to the mountains, wondering if they can go to the mountains, thinking about the mountains.
It's all the mountains, and it's all the 3 cats.
Yeah. Chapter 10. The summary is...
There was no place in the outline to write the summary, so I didn't write it down. But basically, they decide to go to the mountains.
Yeah.
They're going to go to the mountains, and they're also going to ask Crowfeather and Tawny Pelt to go to the mountains.
I guess we can read the summary on the wiki.
Oh yeah, that'll be really easy.
Lionpaw's point of view.
Lionpaw and Hollypaw want to go on the journey to help the tribe.
And Jaypaw, I don't know why they don't say that. The warriors talk about how they should go, as the tribe helped them on a great journey.
Birchfall mentions that he had been friends with 3 ShadowClan cats, Toadkit, Marshkit, and Applekit, as a kit on the great journey.
Jaypaw, Lionpaw, and Hollypaw sneak out of camp to spy on the cats who would be going back to the tribe. They decide to ask WindClan and ShadowClan if Crowfeather and Tinypelt will come with them. Stormfur tells them he will stand for RiverClan since Feathertail is dead.
Squirrelflight catches the apprentices when she sees Lionpaw's tail sticking out.
Yeah, that's so funny. The apprentices tell the cats that they wish to come to the mountains as well. Leafpool agrees that they should go, and Firestar gives them permission to do so.
Brambleclaw takes Lionpaw to ShadowClan to speak with Tawnypelt. Meanwhile, Squirrelflight and Hollypaw go to WindClan to speak with Crowfeather.
Yeah. I don't really know why they do that. I'm assuming that's what's going to be the next 2 chapters. I don't actually know, though. I was really surprised to see this, just here in the beginning of the chapter. Lionpaw is really excited because he has a chance to go to the mountains just like he wants. He thinks, Surely StarClan had arranged this so that he could go visit the tribe and find out about them, and show them how real warriors lived.
There's something wrong with that.
Narcissism jumped out.
I mean, in a way, it was arranged so that that would happen. Just not by StarClan.
Yeah.
And he's feeling sick and tired of being stuck in Little ThunderClan.
Yeah. Which is not how he was thinking just the other day when he was...
Looking at WindClan.
Looking at WindClan, yeah. Like, literally the opposite. And then, yeah, Brambleclaw and Squirrelflight are going. Just realized that's a family vacation, basically.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why it was so easy to say, yeah, you can come.
Yeah. Sometimes those, like, family bonds actually seem to matter in warriors. Hollypaw, her reason for, like, wanting to go on the journey is not what mine would be, I have to say.
Yeah. Her reason is, I want to find out how the tribe cats live. I've never met cats who are different from us. We could learn a lot.
Like, you want to learn on your vacation? I don't want to, like, when I'm traveling, I don't want to learn. I want to have fun.
Why would you go to the mountains if you wanted to have fun?
That's a good point. Like, the least fun place in the book. At least for the cats.
It's not much of a vacation, though, because they have to work while they're there.
Yeah, but they have to work every day when they're at, like, you know, back home, too. It's so exciting.
It's something new and different.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a good response to the adults, but, like, with your siblings, like, you can drop the act, Hollypaw. But I guess it's not really an act.
Hollypaw's weird, that's why.
Very precocious.
J-Paw murmured agreement, though he said nothing. Nothing about his own reasons for wanting to go.
Yeah. So then, the adults who are going and Firestar head out to, like, have a further discussion. And as they're leaving, Spiderleg is like, there's no way we should risk our own warriors to help the tribe. Loud enough for the departing cats to hear him. Haven't we got enough problems of our own?
Which, no, they don't have any problems.
Yeah, like, they're in a good spot right now.
And White Wing says, like, oh, you know, it's peaceful now.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was interesting, this part, White Wing's right. Ashfur rose from where he was sitting between Cloudtail and Brightheart. We can easily spare a few warriors. Brambleclaw is doing the right thing by helping the tribe. Remember what they did for us when we made the great journey? We would have died in the snow if they hadn't found us. So, do you think Ashfur is, like, taking the side of Brambleclaw should go on the journey because he thinks that Brambleclaw will get killed in the battle with the Pawedcats?
Oh, maybe, yeah. I
or
mean,
do you think Ashfur is just, like, a name they pulled out of a hat?
I think it's very likely that it's a name they pull out of the hat. But I don't know, because, like, we just had Ashfur in a prominent role a couple of chapters ago. Like, they're really starting to build up this Ashfur thing. Like, but what if Squirrelflight dies and Brambleclaw comes back?
Well, Ashfur also doesn't like Squirrelflight anymore.
Oh, right, okay, that's true. He wants them both to die, maybe.
Weirdo.
God. Just why, like, I have to say, like, then don't go? Let other people do what they want?
Spiderleg. Why is Spiderleg
Stop talking. Who allowed you to speak?
He's got a pretty funny name.
Yeah. Yeah. Mousefer is like, well, I think that's all nonsense. If the tribe cats can't defend their own borders, then that's their problem, not ours. Like, again, that's a fair point, but also just, like, then don't go and let other people do what they want.
Yeah. Mousefer doesn't have to go. She's too old and tired anyway.
Yeah.
Barry Nose.
Oh my god, Barry Nose is so rude, even to his friends.
Yeah. So Birchfall's his friend, right? Says, I'd like to go back too. The great journey was fun. I had 3 good friends in ShadowClan. Those kits, you know.
Yeah.
And Barry Nose. Oh, wow.
He's like, who cares? Barry Nose flicked his tail. Lionpaw thought he could see jealousy in the Cream Warrior's eyes.
It's always cream! That's the color of Berry Nose.
Interesting, like, I feel like of the Birchfall and Berry Nose, like, they've kind of been this dynamic, troublesome duo. But, like, Berry Nose is clearly the real problematic figure.
Yeah. Birchfall, like, he's always just been there. But...
He's just, like, a follower.
Yeah.
He's, like, following Berry Nose. And also, he gets roped into the Dark Forest stuff in the next arc.
Oh, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah.
What a weird thing for him to do.
Mm.
Who cares, though? Why did Berry Nose just say, who cares?
That is so rude.
He says ShadowClan cats can't be your friends anymore. Have you forgotten how you nearly got your fur clawed off at the border? But, like, Berry Nose also was there!
Yeah.
It was his fault.
And also, like, Berry Nose, talking about other cats who can't be his friend, like, look in the mirror.
Oh.
And then Birchfall, like, looks downcast, his tail drooping.
Wow, that's awful. How can Berry Nose do that?
Yeah. And then, anyway, Berry Nose went on. I don't see what's so great about the mountains. It sounds bare and cold up there with no prey.
I agree, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds nice to visit, but
yeah,
you wouldn't want to stay there.
And then Dustpelt says, you know nothing about it. You weren't there.
And then I love this part. As Berry Nose rudely turned his back on the senior warrior, etc., whatever. I love that Berry Nose rudely turns his back on the senior warrior.
Berry Nose is certainly an interesting character, even though he's the most unlikable character.
Yeah. We just, read that whole section.
Just because it had Berry Nose in it.
Mm-hmm. The future deputy of ThunderClan.
I don't like that.
So, here, Lionpaw is like, if Birchfall could travel through the mountains and survive when he was just a kid, why shouldn't apprentices go?
Yeah, well, I mean...
these are different situations.
Birchfall had to go.
He would have died.
He would have.
It was literally either you go on this dangerous journey or you die because you're a kid by yourself in the forest, which is being bulldozed.
Would eat you.
Yeah.
The two-legged monsters would eat you. Why shouldn't apprentices go? Answer the question.
I mean, I think they should go.
They have to go. We've been waiting half a book for this.
Yeah. And also, we're gonna wait another... we're really gonna wait half a book, because the next episode or two is still not gonna be at the mountains. Yeah.
Then what happens?
Then they sneak out of camp. And we don't have any notes for that part, because it's not very long. And, they do that all the time. It's very routine.
Yeah. These three.
Lionpaw is, noticing how Brooke smells like ThunderClan now, and is wondering if, she'll be able to settle in when she goes back to her tribe mates. But I don't really understand that, because it would feel like it would be a lot easier to settle back into your home than it would be to settle into this foreign clan.
Yeah. These cats.
Yeah. You were just, away for a few months.
And then you had an argument with them.
And then you fake died.
That sounds crazy. No one does that in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this part. So then after that, Hollypaw responds and she says, that's for Stoneteller to say. He seems to speak for the tribe. That's a weird thing for Hollypaw to think, that Stoneteller would decide if Brooke settles in well or not. That's not how things work.
I guess Stoneteller would decide if she is allowed back, but
not.
As far as they know, Stoneteller is asking them to come back at this point.
And J-Paw says Stoneteller speaks too much by the sound of it.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's I'm glad Firestar isn't like that.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with these clans, whether the clan does well or it does bad is just depending on the leader's a good person or not.
Yeah, they just say everything is their word.
Yeah.
Is law. Wow, I said that horribly.
You'd think, like, since all the leaders choose their deputies, like, ideally there would never be an evil cat chosen, but...
Right, like, you know all your clan mates. You choose the best one, they choose the best one, they choose the best one.
Yeah, it's not how it turns out.
I mean, look at Tiger Claw.
Yeah.
And Blue Sword knew that Tiger Claw wasn't even the best choice. Still gets me.
Yeah. Okay, then they, like, eavesdrop on the conversation between the important senior warriors.
Ugh, these important senior warriors. And then... See, there's nothing to say about this part.
No. What happens here? Oh, so the next note is... They're talking about how Crowfeather and Tawnyfelt should go. And then Firestar's like, this isn't part of the warrior code. I can't ask any cat to go unless he or she already wants to. But, like, it's not against the warrior code, right?
Yeah, the warrior code doesn't... I guess it does tell you things you do have to do, but... And things you're not allowed to do, but... It doesn't... This isn't something that would regularly happen.
Yeah. I don't know why it would be against the warrior code.
I don't know why.
I also haven't, like, read it myself recently. But also, like, even if we did have the code in front of us, like, they don't.
Oh. Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, so then Lionpaw is like, if it's the right thing, why isn't it in the warrior code? Then Hollypaw is like, it is in the code. Because we're allowed to help other clans in trouble. And Firestar is obviously thinking of the tribe as another clan.
Why is it called the warrior code and not just, like, the rules? It's not... A code is, like, a secret.
I mean, I guess the code could mean, like, a code that you follow.
I don't like it.
It just sounds cooler.
And also, I've looked at this word too much, and CODE is like, what is that? Anyway. Like, Cody?
Code. Yeah, where did that word come from?
Weird.
Oh, and then we get the reveal that Stoneteller did not send for them to come back.
Yeah.
Talon is like, Stoneteller knows the 5 of you, referring to the cats who made the original journey, better than any other clan cats, so he's more likely to trust you.
What? Brooke's ears flattened, and she turned her head to stare at her brother. Stoneteller did send you to fetch us, didn't he? No.
No, not exactly, he mumbled. Oof. And Stormfur's like, great, I get to be told I'm dead all over again. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
So they're still talking. Firestar meowed. Brambleclaw, you can leave for ShadowClan right away.
And you 3 can come out now. Squirrelflight rose to her paws and stared straight at the holly bush.
Fox dug, Hollypaw muttered. So Squirrelflight just knew they were there the whole time, because Lionpaw's tail was sticking out. That's funny.
Yeah. Squirrelflight says something interesting. You shouldn't have been spying. Cats who listen uninvited might hear things they don't want to.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that about anything?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to think of.
I feel like that's usually the sort of thing you say when it's about something.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Squirrelflight has that secret, but...
But she didn't, like...
Who would she be talking to about that?
Anyway. And we had to listen, Lionpaw burst out. We want to go with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Squirrelflight's green eyes stretched wide in astonishment, while Brambleclaw's neck fur was fluffing up ominously.
I feel like fluffing up your fur ominously is an overreaction.
That's hilarious.
The Firestar is like amused, and he's like, you know, it reminds him of Squirrelflight when she went on the journey, when she wasn't really invited.
Yeah, Squirrelflight was an annoying apprentice.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go?
Hollypaw's like, we want to help the tribe cats too. Lionpaw and I are good fighters, and J-Paw... Well, J-Paw can help heal cats who are injured.
Thanks a bunch, J-Paw mutters.
That does kind of seem maybe more useful than just, like, another fighter. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, that's not, like, an insult.
Yeah.
Then Leafpool says, J-Paw can do more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And she says that they should be allowed to go.
Yeah. And then she brings up a great point about the journey to the mother mouth that the apprentices supposedly always made, but I don't know if they really did. And then, like, they stopped going to the lake. Which I remember us talking about how they stopped going to the lake. Or to the moon pool.
Yeah.
And here Leafpool brings it up.
There's, like, at the moon pool, they're all like, oh, only medicine cats are allowed here.
Why, though?
It's just like, yeah, it's not.
Like, what's gonna happen?
Nothing. Like, they should be doing that. But, yeah. And Leafpool says, I think there's value in apprentices making a long journey to see what lies beyond their territories.
Yeah. I agree.
And then Lionpaw and Brambleclaw are gonna go to Shadow Clan to ask Tawnyfelt.
And Squirrelflight and Hollypaw are going to
Wind Clan to ask Crowfeather.
I don't know why they're going, like the apprentices.
So that we have a point of view character who goes.
Well, yeah.
I said it!
I don't remember what happens, but there must be something if there's... I'm guessing there's like 2 chapters about them asking.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's the end of the chapter.
Okay, so we have 3 chapters to think about our least favorite and favorite parts of.
Yeah. I've got to say, I think my favorite part is this incredible twist. They're going to the mountains.
Oh my gosh, no way.
That's amazing. Like, who could have seen that coming?
Ugh. I'm glad that they didn't drag out the, like, decision of whether or not to let them go.
Oh my god, that would have been horrible.
Yeah. Like, I was pretty happy with how quick that part went.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the part where Berrynose was rude.
I think that is probably my favorite part, too.
And my least favorite part was J-Feather's vision, honestly. It was boring.
I don't think I minded that as much as you and KK. I mean, I didn't love it.
Well, it's just like, I didn't care.
Yeah. Another favorite part of mine was, Brooke and Stormford's deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe my least favorite part, like, in terms of, like, the actual story, just Stoneteller's horribleness. Like, he sucks.
That's true.
On a meta level, I don't actually know. I'm just, like, scrolling up to see if there's any parts that I really didn't like. I guess these chapters were not as bad as some of the early ones in the book.
Yeah, I think overall they were a little easier to read. Like, things were finally starting to move.
Yeah.
I mean, what did they even do in the first part? They didn't even do anything.
Yeah, it was all exposition and setup. I just thought it was pretty ridiculous how the clan is so hostile to these 2 cats who are clearly visiting, like, on a diplomatic mission.
Yeah. Not very welcoming. Yeah, I kind of thought, like, the clans kind of got a little, like, loosened up a little in the later series about that sort of thing, but I guess not.
No, I guess not. Goodbye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.